You know that feeling when a trailer looks like just a bunch of hype shots, but then you realize the editing is secretly telling you a whole story? Yeah, I think HoYoverse just did that with Varka, Rerir, and Nicole's moon narration. And the wild part? It might mean Varka's entire mission in Nod-Krai is connected to Rerir himself. Let's walk through the first act of the trailer, the part starting when Nicole begins her story and ending with Varka's reveal. Nicole starts with a story about the moon. Immediately, we see Varka alone under the glow of this massive moon, sharpening the wolf's gravestone. Romantic imagery much? Then Durin's reveal, then more narration. Nicole tells us about the Moon Sisters, the creation of the moon, and the events of the funerary year. Later, we cut to Varka with Nefer, who says, "You're not here for the story, are you? A greater storyteller than I has come." Boom, Nicole again saying, "Beyond the moonlight's reach, the ancient shadow, hunting claws, aiming at the stars." Right after that, Varka, "You're right, I came here for the moon," with the captions putting Mondstadt in brackets. So what's going on? Nicole's whole myth is about the moon, and the ancient shadow she ends on? That's probably Rerir, the Watcher of Solnari. In some translations, that's Avenger of Solnari, in others, Hunter of Solnari. Here's where it gets strange. Rerir is tied to the moon in legend, but Nicole says he's aiming for the stars. So if he's not targeting the moon anymore, why bring him up in a moon story? And why is the trailer cutting between Nicole's narration and shots of Varka over and over? It almost feels like HoYoverse is hinting. These two, Rerir and Varka, are connected. But here's the thing. I think Rerir is a romantic too. Imagine him not as a cold hunter, but as someone who loved one of the Moon Sisters and swore to protect them or avenge them. That would explain Nicole painting him as an enemy of the stars, not the moons. If Varka is tied to Rerir as his heir, disciple, maybe even his descendant, then that "I came here for the moon" line might be a direct callback to Rerir's old mission. Now let's talk power scaling, because in Genshin, every mortal powerhouse has a reason. Child? Abyss training and a delusion. Capitano? We still don't know, but it's there. Arlecchino? Connection to Crimson Moon. So why is Varka so strong? If the Rerir link is real, then maybe his power is Rerir's legacy. And maybe he's not just in Nod-Krai for sightseeing. He could be there under an agreement with the Hexenzirkel to protect the moon. And if the moon means Columbina, the new moon, that explains why Nicole, Alice, and the HZ are all here. They know she's in danger, and they brought an army. So the real question, what is the threat? The ancient shadow? Celestia's agents? The wild hunt? Whoever it is, they're dangerous enough that Varka, the Coef, and the Hexenzirkel are putting their full weight into this defense.